Thousands of years ago, Sigurd I built incredible engines of war, and with them forged an empire. The emperor married and sired many children. He even had a love child with mysterious Aurora, an ancient dragon in a woman's guise. Once united, peace was declared in Rivellon, and bloodshed soon forgotten. But Sigurd's realm of peace was shattered when his own sons and daughters rose against him. War returned with a vengeance, and annihilation reached new heights. Desperate to safeguard Sigurd's legacy, the wizard Maxos sought the help of the one child that never betrayed his father, Sigurd and Aurora's son, the half-dragon prince. He would be the one to save the empire from ruin, and to aid him in his quest, Maxos delivered unto him the imperial command ship known as the Raven. This is the story of Maxos and the Dragon. This is the story of the Dragon Commander.
Hello, Space here, Blue Space. Bring you a new Let's Play series. Today we are starting a Divinity Dragon Commander campaign. So as you guys just saw, I am a half-dragon. What that means, you'll find out.
Welcome, noble dragon, to the Raven, this wonder of engineering. This miracle, wrought in magic, that has a living demon for a heart. Between the knowledge I shall pry from this infernal creature's cryptic mind, and the avalanche of tomes, manuscripts and blueprints aboard awaiting study, we will catch up with our enemies in no time, and claim back the lands they have taken by force. Our task is monumental, but we will not have to face it alone. Two famed generals are here already, loyal to the legacy we are trying to save, and therefore loyal to you, given time.
If they're on my ship, they better be loyal to me. Otherwise they're going overboard.
I have furthermore enlisted the service of Grumio, an imp of devilish cunning that can fashion anything my research will uproot. Already he has created you a wonder he calls a jetpack.
Yep, that's right. Dragon with a jetpack here.
Talk to these men. Get your bearings, and begin your conquest. If you have any more questions, you can find me in the Royal Chamber, which I shall use as a study. Good luck, Dragon. May the Divines be with you.
Now, why is my wizard hanging out in my room, using it as his study? Ah,
Let me tell you right at the back, bastard, that I hold you in very little regard. Your father may have been a great king once, but this last decade, a crowned pig would have played the part better.
Yeah, well, at least I have both eyes. God.
He became a vainglorious fool, a sloth, and a coward. No wonder then that his own children could amass armies unperceived, and strike at the heart of a kingdom in a matter of days.
Something tells me this guy has a chip on his shoulder. Or, you know, a mechanical arm.
He tried to run, but he failed, and they slew him where he stood. Now the realm has been shattered, and vultures are picking what they can from his corpse, by means of new and terrifying war machines. I'd say all is lost, but Maxos insists you are to be the one, the hero, who will take back the land we've lost. Excuse me if I laugh in derision.
Okay, that's actually entertaining.
Still, you are a dragon, I'll give you that. And of ancient blood. Prove to me you have the rocks to do undaunted battle, and perhaps my respect may still be yours.
Rude. He's crude. He might just be able to get the job done. But who is he?
Henry of the House of Lansford. More you needn't know.
Yeah.
Edmund, he's called. A lizard of the House of Carcarus. In truth, I'd rather sleep with Syphilis incarnate than have him aboard. But there's no denying his talent. He's as arrogant as he is astute, and as ingenious as he is insufferable. Why don't you offer him a word of welcome? I know I won't. I believe he's in the bar. Probably searching for sherry. Just about the only drink that snooty serpent will swill.
You know what? He'll probably be kinder to me than you. Not really.
Aye, and you have titles as well, but none of them king, as yet. I'll address you with the right regard the day you prove worthy of it.
So, I've actually played through... The game's organized into 3 chapters. I've played through the first and half of the second chapter. Honestly, I accidentally deleted my autosaves and I had to go all the way back to the beginning. So for you guys, I'm starting this all over so you can just see actually how surprisingly amazing this game is.
And there we have it, I suppose. The dragon son of a monarch deposed. Rightful heir to the throne, even if he was born out of wedlock. No doubt that boar of a Henry has already introduced me in his ever-elegant way. So here I am. Lord Edmund Augustus III, Duke of Hawknest Hall. I'd add at your service, but I don't think we're quite there yet. To be perfectly honest, I'd normally entertain the idea of lending my expertise to your cause as curtly as I'd consider attending a dwarven opera. But not unlike my fellow general, it is Maxos's backing of this enterprise that has me intrigued. You have doubts benefit, Dragon. Let's see how far it takes you.
Obviously he doesn't like me either. Although, this will probably explain why.
When one dwells among the highest echelons of power, where ambition runs thicker than blood, distrust is your best friend, as is its brother caution. In your case, though, the waters of misgiving run somewhat deeper. You are, after all, but a half-dragon.
Half-dragon.
They call your kind
Yeah.
dragon knights to lend an air of nobility to a lowly mixed breed. Not many make the distinction even, but the crucial difference is in purity. Human ancestry taints your being, for humanity and weakness are 2 sides of the same tuppence I drop in beggars' hats.
You're a bit rude, aren't you?
A bastard twice are you, my lord. Bastard born and bastard bred.
Okay, that was a low blow. That was a low blow, dude. You need to calm it down.
Only that it was bound to happen. For when an emperor weakens, his empire weakens with him. Now a litter of dogs is fighting for the throne, so maybe their dragon half-brother can walk away with it.
Alright, so I have Mr. High and Mighty. Rough, but hopefully he can get the job done over here. Wait, does Edmund have a sword? Or anything like that? No, he does not. Huh. Ah, Grumio.
Greetings, sire, sprung from kings. I am Grumio, son of Gromio, an imp of good and honest standing. Your technician, shall I be, if it pleases you? Your engineer and architect.
Yes, it does please me. I know you're especially more, dude.
I hope you'll like my jetpack. It is my gift to you, to keep without recompense, for gladly shall I remain aboard this wondrous ship to tinker and toy, hammer and hew. She is special, this vessel, filled with wonders undiscovered. The wizard, he feels it too. The taste, the tingle of mystery. Oh, to unlock its secrets.
Yeah. Imps are like a little... If you're from the Warcraft crowd, imps are pretty much goblins with a little bit of gnome mixed in.
Well, my lord, when your good father and Maxos first started to conquer the world with their fancy machines, we Emps were mesmerised. None of us cared if we were being drafted into a strange warlord's empire, for if those were the weapons he wielded, we were all ready to welcome him with open arms. By golly, were we ever.
So I with the biggest guns? I'd do that too.
Steam-driven giants on land, on sea, even in air. Oh, the ecstasy! Such wonders, such ingenuity, and jeepers, what cannons! Ever since then, some 30 years hence, us imps have dedicated our existence to the advancement of these delightful machines. Now, before those blessed days arrived, people regarded us as eccentric gnomes taken to experimenting with flame, gas and liquid like so many charlatan alchemists. But, ha, those days are over. We are scientists now, famed and fortuitous. The truth be told, though, we've never quite given up our love for all things combustible. Rather on the contrary. Not that you mind, do you, my lord?
No, you're right, I don't. Just don't play hide and seek the short fuse on my ship.
We'll forge like not even a dwarf can, my lord.
So, this is how you upgrade your ship, your stuff. How you get new units, and I need shamans, I really do. They are awesome. In the beginning you start off with troopers and one bonus unit, I think. In my case, since I picked a mountain dragon, there are 3 different base dragons. Mountain dragon comes with the warlock unlocked.
Never hesitate to seek my counsel, Dragon Knight. Tirelessly I study and question, in the knowledge that my discoveries will make you the mightiest dragon ever to have soared the skies.
Good. I want to be that.
We too shall unite dragons' daring with wizard's wisdom. Nothing shall stand in your way.
I like the sounds of that. But what are we working
In
for?
a few words, victory and destruction. First, we must vanquish all warring rivals for the throne. Then, we must undo the technology that enabled them to go to war in the first place. We will rekindle the Empire of Peace your father founded, and be rid of the apparatus that might threaten it once more.
I don't think the imps are going to enjoy that too much, personally.
That is quite a tale, my friend, so bear with me.
Alright, time for everyone to sit back, relax.
Since the dawn of time, beautiful Rivellon has been a stage of bitter rivalry, strife, and war. Haughty humans, all too lofty lizards, dogged dwarves, erratic elves, irrational imps, dogmatic undead, and yes, wayward wizards even, couldn't forego the time it takes for the moon to wax and wane without turning to fresh violence. Peace. The word itself hardly had a meaning. It was an abstract. Until after long and dark ages, 3 men decided they had had enough. I was one of them. The other 2 were your father Sigurd, and an eccentric inventor known only, even by us, as the Architect. We knew war would continue everlasting, unless one king would stand up, conquer all feuding factions, and unite the manifold battling races under the banner of a single world-spanning empire. Easier said than done was, I believe, our initial reaction.
And it was probably easier said than done.
It was the Architect who provided us with the answer to the question how on earth we would go about enacting such an unparalleled enterprise. He said he had ways and means to provide your father, a battle-hardened warlord in his own right, with engines of war such as the world never saw. Technology. That was the solution. For if we could go to war with weapons so vastly superior as to be unstoppable, every opponent would have to yield before our onslaught. Where the architect obtained his strange knowledge from, he never wished to reveal. But in truth, Sigurd and I cared little for his mysterious ways. For whatever the source, our plans worked like a charm. And in a matter of years, Rivellon was ours.
Anyone else getting suspicious already? Come on.
Yes, we had done it. We had created our empire, and your father became its first and so far only ruler. For a few precious decades, peace had finally taken on a meaning. It was a bright flash, all too quickly extinguished along the tenebrous continuum of time.
What goes up must come down. Sands of time and all that.
Long have I asked myself that question. Yet the answer is as simple as it is obvious. Human nature. Love, jealousy, anger, grief. All of these emotions proved more fatal to the stability of peace than 100,000 war machines could. You see, Sigurd, the architect, and I remained close friends after our quest had come to completion. But then, one fateful day, a woman of unequaled beauty arrived at court. After but a glance, there wasn't a man's heart in the room, not aching for even her mildest attention or a most fleeting caress. Your father, though married, courted her, as did the architect. For myself, I'd admit I'd given up the very secrets of magic in return for her love, but I knew rivalry could only lead to misery. And so it did. For bitter rivals my two friends became. And when in the end Sigurd was the one to win her affections, the architect left the palace with such hatred in his eyes as to strike me as diabolical.
Come on, bros before hoes.
A year their secret liaison lasted. 1 year your father and beautiful Aurora were happy together. Then suddenly she died. And it took me a long time to find out she did so at the hand of the architect. Sigurd never knew. He was destroyed by grief. The mighty warlord withered, and with him, the soul of his empire flickered like a candle in the breeze, until his own children blew it out forever, and hacked to pieces the land that was to have been his legacy. I promise I will tell you in due time. For now, I must keep silent. Please, don't press me any further on the subject.
Tell me now where he is, because I really get the feeling we're just gonna have to fight him later anyways.
Though I said I noticed from the beginning her beauty was of such perfection as to be supernatural, I soon discovered she was indeed more than human, and that the enchanting guise we saw her in was but a mask. Behind it lurked the dragon. Yes, she was one of the ancients, interested in the ways of the infinitely lesser creatures we nevertheless call civilized. She was intrigued by Sigurd, his war machines, and his empire. It led her to his castle, to a brief spell of passion, and ultimately, her downfall. No one in Rivellon, save for you, Sigurd, the architect, and I, know of Aurora, and how her death affected your father. As far as most are concerned, he was a great hero, who all too soon fell prey to indulgence, sloth, and alcohol, which lost him the affection of his children, and in time started the war. They are wrong, but truth will be revealed one day. Rest assured that when we finish our conquest, and I can spend some leisure time in peace, I will write his history, and yours too. Everyone shall know the tragedy that befell him, and how his son, by the woman he loved, rose to save an empire.
Yeah, you're right.
Gladly shall I do so.
I am going to win this. We got this, people. We got this. So, yeah, I don't really know what much. Well, yeah. The main idea behind this game, behind Dragon Commander, is Alright, it's about
How can I be
being
of assistance, my lord? Without delay.
being able to transform into a dragon while commanding an army in a real-time strategy game. It's really as simple as that. It can't get much more complex. So, I'm going to at least show you guys one RTS battle in this first video. Yeah, none of them to start with, and I'm going to get more units in just a moment. So, on the campaign, it's a little bit of the most interesting things to me personally are talking to the generals. You'll see it soon enough in a couple of videos when I finally meet the ambassadors and counselors, and ultimately your wife. Further down in the game, the campaign is your standard board game risk style affair with rather simple overmap and turn-based combat. But on the flip side, the battles can be fought either with auto-resolve, which you can push odds in your favor by having one of your generals lead, but that does cost some gold, or just your local commanders. Or you can personally lead the army yourself in an RTS battle. And you can play cards that can buff your units, debuff the enemy, give you temporarily give you, well, I apparently got really lucky and have some amazing abilities. This is a master level ability. This is a master level ability. This is an expert level ability, I think. Honestly, those abilities are pretty cool, and I'm honestly going to grab them by the end of the game. But you can summon mercenaries to help you out. I don't need any right now. So let's just hop right in and see what this is like. Only got 4 abilities and only 1 active. Now, the game does take some getting used to. I mean, with so many genres mixed together, it's only natural that
Construction in progress.
something will feel off to some people. This is the dragon counter. I need to wait until that gets to 0 before I can summon, or I can morph to the battlefield. It's probably good that I avoid anti-air turrets like right there.
Construction underway, Commander. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. We'll crush them one leg at a time. We're out of recruits, Commander. Pay me in blood. The Emperor shows us the way.
Grenadier, fresh from the barracks. No man can stop us.
The enemy
Well,
commands troopers now.
Unfortunately, it looks like they're coming after us. They might be stupid.
Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Let's get this dance of death started.
Alright, so naturally it's a good idea to have a good mix of units. In this case, I have shamans to heal, grenadiers which are effective against light units, and troopers that are really just there to absorb damage and be cheap. Really.
Pay me in blood.
Yes, yes, yes.
Now then, time for a little fun. This is where the game really shines, in my opinion. Dragon combat. And it's honestly how some of those desperate battles, the only way you're really going to probably turn things around.
It'll be built in a jiffy.
Alright, I'm going to send a couple of you guys
Of death started.
over here to guard. Now, my honest opinion of the game, I think that most of the game, most of the effort went into
Recruitment citadel
the
completed.
overall campaign, not the RTS bit, which they did a pretty good job in my opinion for the overmap in just creating a simple and fun game.
That's impossible, Commander.
The RTS bit is obviously
Construction
gimmicky.
underway, Commander.
Is built around a gimmick. There's no getting around that fact.
Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Your unit
In my
will roll
opinion
out
though,
momentarily, Commander.
that gimmick works. Well, it's not balanced at all, really. Well, it's better balanced than you would think. I mean, later on, I'm not going to want to go anywhere near a host of grenadiers like this. That would have just been stupid of me if I did. But right now, they're unupgraded and they're weak. On the other hand,
That's impossible, Commander. Trooper awaiting your instructions, Commander. Trooper ready to march. Your unit will soon be ready. Unit is being manufactured, Commander.
Walking beer keg reporting for duty.
Constructed to
and
fight.
unfortunately the RTS bit itself is very simplistic. There aren't any factions, units are simple and they end up just being blobbed together. Massive blobs moving around, fighting each other. Some units do have interesting abilities that switch things up. Like the Warlock, once I upgrade him, can do things like turn enemies into ladybugs. The Shaman can make units invulnerable.
Doctors in the house.
Grenadiers can use chemical weapons.
Your unit will soon be ready.
For some of the impression I got, based off some reviews,
Unit is being manufactured,
it's
Commander.
actually deeper
Unit is being
than
manufactured,
some
Commander.
people will tell you.
Your
I mean,
unit will
it's
soon
not
be
much
ready.
deeper,
Unit is being manufactured,
but
Commander.
it is
Unit
deeper
is
to the point of being
manufactured,
surprising.
Commander.
Grenadiers are filled up with ale.
As I going back to the campaign overall, the main area that I see that they put a lot of work in, and by a lot I do mean a lot, was making characters, making them enjoy. I just died. Making them enjoyable, making them interesting. Maybe not deep. Pretty much everyone is a stereotype of some type. Which, at times, at first is upsetting. But then you get to know the characters and realize, hey, it's more than just there for character development and to have slightly more complex cast.
Your unit will soon be ready.
In my opinion, that's not all that bad. Now, some characters can rub you the wrong way, like Edmund. You guys saw him. He is a little high and mighty.
I can't do my job like this. Unit is being manufactured, Commander.
Walking beer keg reporting for duty. Grenadiers are filled up with ale.
But in the end, the most exciting thing I find in the game is turn from turn, seeing what's going on now, what political decision I have to make now to try and benefit my empire. What
Your unit will roll out momentarily,
do I have
Commander.
to? I mean, watch Angry Joe just to see what the hell I'm talking about. You can do things like okay gay marriage, okay, well, not actual marijuana, but weed. This game world's this fantasy world's version of weed.
Your unit will soon be ready. Unit is being manufactured, Commander.
Fresh from the barracks.
The Emperor shows us the way.
In my opinion, this game is good. It's not decent, it's good. It's one reviewer did call it novelty, which I can see why.
Construction in progress.
It can hold your attention through a couple playthroughs for a good reason. Of course, on a different note,
Better be on the lookout for enemy grenadiers, Commander.
alright.
Bring me the spoils of war.
The Emperor shows us the way.
Not doing a lot of damage while I'm alive, am I?
Unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Trooper ready to march. Losing ground, sire. Great be their destiny. What's the medical emergency?
All for hail!
We'll crush them one leg at a time.
Walking fear tank reporting for duty.
But
Great be their destiny.
unfortunately, the one detractor from the game is, in fact, the RTS, the thing that was built all around.
There is no reason to doubt your insight, sir.
It is overly simplistic. Unit designs are little interesting, but again, they are rather simplistic.
One leg at a time.
At this point, victory's mine. They can't do anything, really.
A bang for your buck.
Warlock ready for action. No one defies the will of the Emperor.
That'll be a tavern.
Warlock is under attack, ready to blaze the skies. We're under attack, but we will hold our ground.
Population depleted.
Never trust doctors or patients.
Alright, victory is mine.
No man can stop us.
So, how was your guys' first taste? Alright, after every turn you get these little interesting newspapers. Main thing, gameplay wise, that you're interested in is this. Your popularity among different races. As you make political decisions, you gain different map backing, all that. But, and then there are little things like this, that are related to your abilities, what you get. That's one I don't recognize, but basic story. Yeah, just a lot of stuff going on in the background. But that's it for this turn. I will see you guys in the next video. Hopefully it'll go well. Campaign first act is rather easy. It will introduce you all the characters, all that. But I will see you all next time. This is Space signing out.